Hello everybody, welcome to the stream. We are rocking it tonight. I have been working hard to get everything up and running correctly. Perfect, getting all my buttons set up. If you were here last week, you know I was jumbling a few of my graphics, a few of my overlays, and a few of my buttons. But I think I have worked it out, got everything working well, so thank you for hanging out with us today. Let me know in the chat if you all can hear, and let me get going. Thank you for hanging out with us today. We got a couple comments already in the chat. Jeff says, and we are off. It's a very bad way of starting a conversation. Usually, and we are, well, I guess it's the way people say things. What else? Is this the longest intro in the world? Are you just showing us your new overlay? No, there is actually a reason I do intros. It kind of gets me in the mood. I actually start streaming to YouTube an hour ahead, and then I push live about 5 minutes ahead, simply because if there's any issues whatsoever, I am set. I have a few minutes to figure out what the issues are and whatnot. Let me take off the websites so that we don't get distracted by that. So thanks again for showing us. And to your second question, are you just showing us your new overlays? I will be showing you all of the new graphics. We have an exciting thing. One of the things, that's a great way to get into what we're talking about today. As you can see, I use overlays and graphics and information to portray to you, the audience. And as a streamer and as a content creator, one of the greatest sources of information is your graphics, is the information that you share on screen that you may not necessarily not say on stream. So things like talking about the subscribers, talking about who's involved with the streams, where you can reach, comments like and subscribe, information that you want to portray to your audience, introductions of names, who you are. Obviously at the beginning of the show, you saw my name pop up. And I could pop it in right now, and I am John McLaughlin, if you did not know. All those things are graphics that you can do and share. And one of the key components of graphics is the pre-production of those graphics. Graphics, as crucial as they are oftentimes something that is built previously to the event. All of the graphics that you have seen up to this point have been built before I even got online. I have previously built it up, I've got it online, and we are using them throughout the stream to make sure that you guys have the content that you need. Even down to the 10-minute countdown that you saw. You guys only saw about 4.5 minutes, but I actually saw the 10-minute countdown. Because again, that gives me a visual of, hey, you've got 10 minutes to sit down. And if you have actually been watching me on camera, I was actually eating dinner literally a minute before I went online. Because we were a little bit late eating dinner tonight. And because of that, I had to scarf down my food. So, if you guys want, and I've been popping up this comment a couple times, make sure if you want to join in the fun, and you leave a comment or a question in the stream, in the chat, we will be getting to them, and we will get to those comments. And make sure you stick around, because you have a chance to actually interact with the stream. I'm going to say that again. You have a chance to interact directly with what is on the stream. Without coming online, without showing your face, but you will directly impact the stream. If everything works out, you'll be able to do that. So stick around to the end. Towards the end, we will bring that in. So, one comment that was brought up at the end of my stream last week was the comments about the chat. And there were one thing that you'll learn as you go through this process, that there are many ways to get graphics on your stream. Graphics like my name, the Tech Talk logo that's on the stream right now, that's all being hosted on the Atem Mini Extreme ISO. They have a media player, and then because of that, I'm able to bring that on at any time, and I can turn that on or off at the will of my fingers, because I have thing. So last week, before we jump into the graphics real quick, but I wanted to show you guys, I had this, we were talking about using Elgato Stream Decks and the companion software together. Well, I've figured I got everything up and running. If I can do this right, there are, of course my camera has to blink out when it's doing this. There are my stream decks all in place, right there. So, of course my camera's gonna blink on and off at the drop of the hat. I have no idea what's going on with this. But you saw it briefly. I've now got four, so yes, Connie's asking, can you show us the device on the camera that controls the graphics? Let me see. I don't know if I can. Yeah, I can show you the software. The hardware is too far away to show, but I can show you the software real quick. Bear with me 1 second. Let me. So this is the Atem software right here, and I can come over to the media, and I've got all the graphics that are in line right here on my media, and I just tell what media I want online by just dragging information over here to our little overlays here. And that is how the Atem software allows me to do that. So I don't want to show you that just yet. Sorry about that, guys. You can't see that yet. But so yeah, that is the software version of what I'm running. The hardware version is over there, and I don't have a camera shooting it. It's the Atem Mini Extreme switcher that does all the switching. It does all of the graphics. Like I said, it has the audio interface that I do there. So yes, that is one of the more important aspects of my thing. Now, because I forgot to hit record, I just hit record on my stream deck. Believe it or not, that's something that I should have done before. I tend to forget that a lot. So yes. So that is the Atem Extreme. So that is one way of getting graphics online. So we have your built-in CG character generator media source. All of that's pre-built, and you've got to do that pre-production so that you can pull it up at any given time. It does help if you've got someone there to help you pull the graphics in and load up the graphics. Now on the media, on the Atem, on the models I have, you've only got 20 graphics. Now for some, that would be fine. So that's where that comes into play. Now there are other ways of doing graphics. With the Stream Deck, you need to click Go Live, which also turns on recordings. Yes, I do need to build that in. I'm building my buttons, the pre-production button, the Go Live button, and then the end button. So yes, I do need to build into their record. You can do that. So I'll make a note of that next week to make sure I have that done. Which we will talk about next week's production here in just a few minutes. Because next week obviously is a special day. But we'll get to that at the end of the stream. So, where were we? Graphics. So, how else can you bring it in? Well, there are many, and I mean many, CG machines, character generated machines. There are companies built on the industry of character generators, and everything running from $13,000 to $15,000 to $50,000 for these machines. Fox News, when they do all of their graphics, all their information, they're using proprietary hardware and software to create those live graphics. All of those graphics that you see are being done live on air. But you're spending a heck of a lot of money on them. And that's one thing here at JAmemories. We try our best to keep cost as minimal as possible. Because we don't have the budget at this point to be spending thousands and thousands of dollars on just one piece of hardware. So I have linked up with Here to Record. You've heard me talk about Here to Record quite a bit. They have a software that I can show you the interface for. It is software based. And if I think I can show you guys if my camera will just I'll remove my mic. Alright. It doesn't want to come online. Yeah. I love live stuff that doesn't work on time. Alright, let's see if this works this time. Nope. Well, and that's the joys of live TV. Things don't always work out. Okay. So, since I can't show you the software, I'll explain what it is. So if you go Here to Record, they have a software called H2R Graphics. H2R obviously refers to Here to Record, but they're graphics. The guy by the name of John Barker has spent a tremendous amount of time building the interface, the graphic interface, and because we have purchased their you can use the graphics and download it and use it completely free, but they do have a pro version that gives you more features. Because of that, I'm actually able to use 2 screens and have it have it online using both, so I can do graphics. And so my website, that is coming off of H2R graphics. The timer that you saw at the beginning of the show, the one that comes in the bottom, that is, if it would come online, there it goes, the 10-minute countdown, that comes off of H2R graphics. Now, last week, I did the chat comments of H2R graphics. However, this week, I'm actually using a third overlay system, and that is specific for chat overlays. So this comment from my sister Connie, LOL, if it wasn't live, you could edit that part out. True. But the trick is, even with it being live, you can edit that out. But I won't, just because I like live interactions. One thing I like about live is once it's done, no matter how many mistakes, what troubles you had, how bad it was, it's all over, it's done, move on. So, yes, we can edit things differently. Now, so the chat overlay, a guy by the name of Aaron Picarty, you can find him on YouTube. He's a streamer. He does a lot of interactions with coding and data processing, but at the same time, he also does live streams. He has built a Chrome plugin that allows you to take your live chat from YouTube and then overlay it. I may do a demo on this, and then go from there. So going to Connie's comments, so you are using 3 overlay softwares at once. No, I'm actually using 4. I am using 4 overlay chat, 4 overlay programs at the same time. Now, how am I possibly to do this? Why would I want to do this? One, the name, the bug below, that's stuff that doesn't change. It's in there. I build it. I may make some tweaks, but it's stable. It's constant. The graphics with the overlays, with the animations and things like that from H2R graphics, they have their pluses. I can build stuff there. The chat overlay makes it a lot easier because of the very comment that was made last week, that I'm going to try this one more time, guys. I'm going to try this one more time. Why is this not wanting to work? I'm going to try this. I'm going to have to talk to Filmic Pro about their app because their app is not working. Of course, it could be the software too. I mean, if let me check something here on the switcher. It would be funny if it's not. No, it's set to the right source. It's just not coming online. It literally it was working right before the stream went live. It was working. I'm not even gonna justify that comment with a response, Jeff. So we have the H2R graphics. Now, what happens if I want to use graphics with live interaction? What if I want to update graphics, change what's being said, update content? I need something that can be edited quickly, on the fly, and that's where today's overlays come in place. I was perusing YouTube for just different things, and I came across a stream that was talking about a new overlay pack online. So I checked them out, and this is several months ago. And one of the things they commented was, you can sign up for a free account when they come available. I'm like, sure, why not? I'm always up for trying new things out, checking new things out. So about a couple weeks ago, I got an email saying that, hey, free online accounts are now available. So I checked it out. Went to the website, signed up, and I got signed up for content. And you'll see the benefits of a account with them in just a minute. So what am I talking about? What am I getting into? I am talking about this company here, Uno. Live streaming, live overlays for streaming. They do all kinds of streams, all kinds of overlays. They do all kinds of graphics, and you can see right below my video the video popping up of the different types of overlays that they do. So what did you think I did? I played around. So I'm going to switch over here to this monitor over here so I can see what I'm doing here. So we have the entire library of graphics that they do. You have new countdown clocks. You've got live bugs that you can do. You can't see that one because of my video. But they've got a quiz bowl, a 3-box quiz bowl, scoreboard stuff, a 2-box stream, and more, another different kind of scoreboard information, countdown clocks. They've even got graphics for informational that will pop up. They got tons of ones for different sports. They've got this one here is a full screen graphic that you can use for information. A roster one. And they pre-build all of these things. The nice thing about it, if you go back to the homepage, they show you. Welcome to Uno. Learn how to use it in 2 minutes. And it's literally 2 minutes to learn how to use these graphics. How Uno works: easily customizable live overlays for live streams. When you say easy, we're really not kidding. Customize the overlay. You got a complete customizable color clicker. So if you know the hashtag or the RGB code for the color that you want, put it in and you match your colors. Then paste the URL into OBS, Ecamm Live, Easy Live, vMix, Gibbo. This is where the power of the online graphics come in play. You can take your streaming software, plug this in, plug a URL in, and run your graphics. And we will see how that works in just a minute. And then, of course, this is the part I love. We can use the overlays on our Stream Deck. And if I had my camera up and running, I would actually show you guys. But again, it's not working. You actually can have your Stream Deck with the buttons plugged in and running the buttons and hitting buttons and turning things on. And that's really it. Now, a couple caveats is you obviously need to have an internet connection to Uno Live to be able overlays.uno to be able to run the overlays. You have to be able to request. Yeah, we can request them. Works with OBS. They even said that above there. And yes, we can use it with Stream Deck. I can confirm that because I use it with my Stream Deck. So let's go ahead and take a look at a couple different stream elements. So we have this overlay that I have pre-built, and this is the countdown, I believe. So I'm going to bring the countdown on, and we're just going to see what happens. And there it is. Now, and there's the countdown I just brought on screen. So it is. Do I want to use this for No, not now. I have no idea what that was. So there's my countdown. Now, with a click of a button, I can hit start, and the countdown starts. Okay. Now, this is where the power of the website comes in handy. Right here, live on chat, I'm going to change Hello World. Now, first off, I need to change a couple things because I don't know about you, but can you really see the graphic? Can you see that clock on the bottom? Can you see that? I don't. It seems a little washed out. I'm going to change the text color, make that a little bit darker. Let's see if we can. Unfortunately, it's not changing correctly, so let's just change the whole color, and the color scheme's off by a little bit. There we go. Alright. So there you can see it now. Oh, now it's too bright. Alright, let's back that down a little bit. Change the color just a little bit. There you go. That's a good contrast color for you. now you can see it. I don't like white. White's too bland. I like a little bit of color. Yeah, Connie says, change to white. Change to white. No, I don't like white. I like color. Anyway, so I did that live. You guys watched me do that. And I'm literally changing the graphic right there on channel. So the graphic right here on the side, that's the website. So if I minimize the website goes away. And then if I bring the website back, so this one right here, That's coming from the website. Okay? This one down here, right below me, that's what's on live coming from my thing. Now, I want to change what it's saying. So we're going to change the thing, and I'm going to do this off camera so you guys can't see it, but you're going to see it after I do it. So there's my graphic right below there, and you're going to see me change the words. I'm changing the words right now. It might be a little hard to see because it's a little crunched on the words. But that says having fun with Uno overlays. Connie says beautiful choice. Thank you. Going back to your previous comment, Jeff says can see it, can't see the words. Yeah, the words sometimes are little scrunches. So in summary, you're using Atem, Stream Deck, Uno, and Chrome plugin. So the Stream Deck is not an overlay system. The Stream Deck is how I'm controlling all the different functions and all the different products that I use. I'm using the Atem, H2R graphics, the Chrome plugin, and now Uno overlays. So if you guys want to check out Uno overlays, you can go to their website, and I'll drop this in the chat. Let me turn that off, and I'll drop that in the chat, and there you go. So bear with me 1 second. My wife just texted me something. She's upstairs. Okay, so I need to send a text real quick. So yeah, the joy. So go to overlays.uno to get to the website that I'm using to, and you can even sign up for your own overlays if you want to. It's free. So let's just do this. If I can type today. There you go. That's a little bit better. It's not so crunched now. Now, okay, so yeah, but that's due to size. If it's full screen, it'd be seen. Yes, that is true. The way I run my graphic for this one is in the lower corner because there's a countdown clock. I don't want a countdown clock taking up the entire screen, so I do that. And if I turn off the background, so if I go back to the overlays, you can see what I'm doing. So if I turn off the background here, background color, that takes away, and over on this screen it's a little bit harder. So but if I'm on my screen, you can still see it. It doesn't, it pops, it's clear, and everything is good. So the box is not there. So you can do these as overlays and graphics. Now let's turn that off. Now, I turned that off. But one thing to keep in mind is on these graphics, the countdowns still run. So if I go back in about a minute, the countdown is going to be a little bit lower. I'm not touching anything. I'm not running any clocks down or anything like that. But the clock is continually running. Right now it's at 52:14, and about another minute it's going to be a 51:14. If I bring it back online, it's still going to be continually counting. So you can use these as graphics for timers, live timers. Bring them on, bring them off, and the system will maintain your clock. Unlike the H2R graphics, when I take off the clock from H2R graphics, that clock is going to reset automatically to whatever I preset it to. So a 10-minute clock will automatically reset back to 10 minutes, whether I finish the 10 minutes or not. So that's one reason why I like using this system, because my clocks continually to run. So if I take it right now, if I take that one back online, you'll see it's still clock clinking down, 51:14. See? So what else can you do? Obviously, I can take it off, and I'm going to speed up the time just for the fun of it. And I've got, and this is, I should not have that one up, but I've got a graphic that says final thoughts. But I've also got a button here on my Stream Deck that says starting soon. So you can do a countdown clock that says starting and have a countdown, and then as soon as it's done, it goes to starting soon. Or if you need to, you can have be right back. And I'm changing these on the fly. So all of those are built into the same clock. Well, but that's not the only one they have. They also have what's known as stream packs, which I think is where the big money is, because you get multiple pieces all together. If you see this bar right here where I'm moving my mouse across, you've got live bug, a lower third, a ticker, and a topic bar. So obviously you can turn on whatever you want. We've got the topic bar, today's date. We've got the lower third. We can turn that on. John McLaughlin, CEO. I am CEO of JAmemories. And then we have this one right here, the live bug, Uno overlays at overlays.uno. Now, granted, when I think of Uno, I think of the game, the video game. So, thanks for hanging out, Connie. Yes, you do have to go work, so thank you for hanging out with us. If you can go back and rewatch, feel free to come back and watch. We'll be on for a little while longer, so just come back or watch the replay. Thanks for hanging out. So yes, so obviously, you know, one of those things, we don't need our name, and the topic for today's date, don't need that. But is just simple things that you can pre-type and write in. And here's the fun part. So the ticker control is right here in the middle now. So you can see it. But you can update all of this content on the fly. So say I wanted to add something in here and say something like, let's say, make sure to check out overlays.uno for a free account. Hit enter. And now, I hit enter, and all I'll do is enter the thing. Click off the bar. And now it's going to start the ticker again, adding what I just typed in. So that ticker could be used for, graphic overlays, for people leaving comments, for things that, things that are able to, donations, things like that, and update that at the drop of a hat. So, yes. Will this work directly with Atem or through Stream Deck? So, everything, this will not work directly through an Atem. You have to bring it in some way, as a web source. So you have to be able to copy that and then bring it into, whether it be OBS. I'm actually bringing it into as a web page through H2R graphics. So you have to have a system that will accept H2R graphics. Not H2R graphics. Take a website as an overlay, and then basically this whole box right here is what that overlay looks like. So the control surface looks like this, but the overlay actually looks like this. So you would copy this button right here, which is your unique URL, and paste that into whether it be OBS, Ecamm, H2R graphics, and then you would then now have control of your graphic via the website, and then bring it into the Atem Mini. Going through the Stream Deck, you use the Stream Deck to control when it's turned on. You can actually build buttons on the Stream Deck to change the content and write content in the thing if you do it pre-production. But if you want to do it live on the spot, you've got to go through the control surface. So that's where the website comes in. But I do have to remind you, and I said this earlier, but you do have to make sure that you have a link to the internet. Now, some would say that would be basic because you're live streaming. But some people some people may not take it for granted that they have internet to every machine that's in their production. They may have internet to the streaming machine that they're using, but it may not be the case. You have to have whatever's feeding your graphic. Like right now, H2R graphic has to have internet so that I can make sure that I'm grabbing the live updated website on my stream. So it's very important to make sure that you have internet action. So you have, and here's the thing, guys, you can turn on as much of this stuff as you want. So you can have it all on or all off at the same time. Can it get a little busy? Sure. I can turn that back on, and we've got that, and we got a lot going on. I can even reset the clock from my Stream Deck and start it again, and if I want to, I can speed it up. Say I only need say 5 minutes. Oh, went too far. Hit one too many times. But you get the point. You have control over what you can do when you run the Stream Deck. Actually, I'm gonna leave that one on. I like having that one. That is good. Turn off the lower third and turn off the that one, and turn off the. I actually don't have a button on my Stream Deck for the topic bar, but that's okay. So, any questions? Anyone have any comments or questions or concerns about the Uno Live? Leave them in chat, and hopefully I've answered some of the questions to as of the moment. But I think, I honestly believe this is a game changer. I believe this. Interesting. Half push the button. I honestly think this is a game changer, because you can update the information at the drop of a hat. Now, there is one thing that I have not talked about yet, and that is getting collaboration with your streams. So, hold on one second. My wife's dealing with an issue, and so I need to answer a question. Don't want to leave my wife hanging too long. There's no point doing that. And believe it or not, I just got a comment from Uno. I let them know this morning that I was going live with their graphics, and I shared the link with them. So if they happen to hop on, welcome to the stream. So one thing that we have not discussed yet that I don't want to overlook is the avenue of collaboration. The best part of an online graphic overlay is the fact that you can access the overlay page anywhere in the world. If you have the URL for the content creation, you can control the graphic at any moment of any day. Now, granted, obviously the person who's doing the production has to have the interface turned on and the graphic turned on to control that. However, it comes back to, you still have the option of having the content updated at the drop of a hat. So, let me see. Yeah. Okay. So, what we're gonna do? We're gonna have a little bit of fun. Now, if you've stuck around to there at this point, you get to play around with some stuff. So I'm gonna drop. So Jeff says you can edit the content with a phone, tablet. Yes, you can. If you have the URL, and I'm gonna show you this in just a minute. Jumping the gun a little bit, but yes, you can edit the graphic from anywhere in the world. And here's the best part. You don't have to have an account to do it. Say I'm doing the production and I want someone else to edit my graphics, to update my content. They're watching from, say, I've got a friend in Tennessee. and he's watching the stream and he's updating content as I go, and he pushes it out on the stream, and I'm turning graphics on and off. You know, or she. I shouldn't say he. I should say he or she. That is one way to collaborate with Uno Live, because the benefit of having a URL to control, you can share this page with anyone. So I'm actually going to do this. I have a graphic page built just for you guys. I'm going to drop it in the chat right now. So I have a URL. I'm going to click on it and just see if it opens. Yes, it opens. So go check it out. I'm going to go back to my main page here, and I'm going to watch what happens. Now, what you will see, actually, no, I'm actually going to show it up. I'm going to show it up on the thing. What you're going to see is a graphic. Someone already pushed it on. Someone actually pushed it on, and I don't know if you guys can see it. It's a little bit... Who keeps turning it on and off? Someone's playing around with the thing. They are... Yeah, did someone actually turn it on and then turn it right back off? Literally, just as I was about to talk about it, they turned it on and off. There it is. If you see it right here, there's the little bug right there. And that's the thing. You have the collaboration of people. So not only can you turn it on and off. Now, I will have to tell you, I do have to tell you, I can turn it off from here. I have the ability to turn it off. I can override your settings with turning it on and off. That's just the benefit of having it on productions. I can do that. Now, I also can do this and turn it off from the main graphic. And this is what I'm talking about. So if we turn it back on the website, let me go back to the website, what you guys are seeing now. If I go ahead and turn it on, it's being pushed to me. I'm still getting the content, but because I'm now controlling the main interface that is feeding the video, it's turned off on the video. But if I come over to the page, it is now pushed out. So there you go. Someone just updated the video. They're messing with the words, saying Tech Talk with John. Awesome. I like it. I do ask, since you guys are adjusting graphics on live broadcasts, please keep it clean, keep it respectful. I will turn it off and disable it if it does get bad. I'm trusting the community. It is not recommended much to interact, but this is the power of what overlays.uno offers, is the fact that you can have people, all you have to do is just share that URL with people, and they can interact and directly impact the graphics. You know, go ahead and you can change the main title if you want to. And now the nice thing about it is you guys can't get to the rest of my graphics. All the other stuff that I showed you that I've got saved in my account, you guys can't touch, because I shared a direct link to the graphic that you're showing and that you guys can adjust with. That is the power of having a collaboration between your graphic person and your team. So let's take for example a a score. So you're watching a football game, and all of a sudden you are, you want somebody to update the score for you. You would go and get one of the packs back on the main page on the library. Once it loads, you would get one of the overlay packs, add it to your URL. Okay, open up the settings, and then all of a sudden now you have all of your stuff, and you've got your team colors here, you've got your graphics, that the customized graphics. And in order to do this, all you have to do is come over here, copy the output URL, and then what you would do is, I'm gonna open up another tab over here and show you what it would do. Is if you paste that, now it's gonna open up the control panel, because it's, why did it do that one again? It's not copying. Apparently you can't do it like that, and it's not copying right. But you see it copying. It says it's copied, but it's not letting me do it. Oh well. Anyway, so, and then when you have your there seems to be a little bit of bugs with the system, and I'm sure they're still working out the bugs, but yeah, the rest of the stuff, you would basically take that copied URL, assuming that it copied correctly, import it into your graphic system. In my case, it would be H2R graphics, and then you would be able to bring that on as a separate graphic. And then what would happen is someone else would be over in, say Tennessee, California, could be Europe, Africa, anywhere where they have internet access. They would get the control app, just like you guys got for the Tech Talk, with your host John McLaughlin. Thank you for whoever updated that graphic. And then they would be able to just sit here and watch the game. You even have a countdown clock. You can start, pause, back, reset it, and then, reset the time to wherever it needs to be. So say you have a 3-minute clock. See, the clock's already updated live. And everything I'm doing is then updated on the live stream. And then when they score, you can either 1, 2, or if it's a football game, you can enter a number and hit out, and it updates automatically. And then if they make another football score, a touchdown, it's 7. And then the other team makes a field goal. Boom, done. They got 3 scores. If you go to the third quarter, you update that. Everything is done visually. You even on this one, you even have a timeout indicator. Timeout indicator. How many timeouts do they get? How many timeouts do the team 1 have? They just used one, so we're gonna knock it down. Yeah. They used another one. Let's knock that down. They used all of them. They no longer have the other ones, but yet the other team still has 4. It's all live. It's all interactive. It's all upfront, and so yeah. And that's the beauty of live You can turn in fouls on. You can indicate fouls. And the thing is, all of these buttons here, all these controls, you get control on your Stream Deck. You can run it all yourself. So you can have this entire scoreboard built on your tablet, and all you're doing is stopping times, updating fouls, updating things, stopping your clocks, all that stuff at the drop of a hat, so that and that's the beauty of so you don't have to have someone there. You can, and that's what I like about this system and about the way that Uno does their graphics. So check it out, and let's just see this. So I now have to figure out how to add this. Well, you can do the same thing that I'm doing. Just get a computer, run H2R graphics on it. I'll put the H2R graphic overlay into your Atem, and there you go. I believe you have the Atem Mini Pro, so you would need to, for a overlay green screen, I would have to check it out, but I believe you would be able to take one source in, and it doesn't have any upstream keys, which is what I'm using to do my graphics with H2R graphics. But I believe you can take it, I think you can do chroma. You'd have to use the software to set it up ahead of time and make sure the source is correct. Plug it into one of your inputs, and then use the software on the computer to manipulate that source to be a chroma key, and then I believe it would work. And that's it. I use, just so you know, I use H2R graphics as the main hub for all my graphics, except the Atem graphics that are being hosted directly on. So the only ones that don't are my name, Tech Talk, and then the graphic that you see at the beginning of the screen. Everything else is being pushed from H2R graphics via, whether it be a website, an actual graphic from H2R graphics, or something like that. So yeah, it is completely possible. And it just means you just the thing about it is you have to have direct internet. You can't plan on doing this from a computer that does not have internet. But the nice thing is, on your computer, if I can pull up my live stream, I can go to YouTube, see if I can go to my live view. There's my video. I'll turn off the music. If I click on my overlay thing, I'm going to the website right now. So you guys can see it's on my phone. I now have control of the graphic right from my phone. So I can turn it on, I can turn it off. It's kind of hard to see when I do it this way. And then I can type in into the areas. So I can change the graphics around, all of that stuff, and even got color settings here, and I can do all of that stuff from my phone because I'm accessing a website. So, and that's the beauty of it. I think I just turned it off. I didn't mean to turn it off, or did someone else turn it off? I actually like it, so. Yeah, so yeah, your phone is finally working. Yeah, so my phone's working. It's just the output to the Atem wasn't working. So I could see what I wanted to show you guys on my phone, but I couldn't push it to the Atem to show you guys. So that's what the phone was. So assign it to camera source. So yes, so you would basically take the HDMI out. So we're jumping back to Jeff's comment about how he could use this system with his graphics. So after you've created your account, signed up, collect whichever overlay you wanted through the library. You know, I've got 5 here that 1, 2, 3, yeah, 5. Huh, but I say I can't count. I've got 5 right now. But you know, so whichever one I want, I would. So once you figured out what graphic you want to use, you know, you come in here and then you've customized it, and then you would at that point edit it, but you basically would then have to make sure H2R, whatever computer is running H2R graphics, or you can use OBS. You can do these through OBS. You know, that is another option. And that's the beauty of it. Whatever computer you're pushing the graphics to and then into the Atem, you just plug it in. And your choice might actually be better if you bring it into OBS. Now, OBS, and you can use, I don't want to say you can use H2R graphics, the free version with websites, since I have not had H2R graphics free since they did the update. So I'd have to go double check. Make sure if you look into H2R graphics, which, what is his website? Trying to type around my microphone. Alright. So H2R graphics, the website is literally and I'll drop it into the chat, is h2r.graphics. I guess if you're a coder, you can write whatever you want for your URL, and he's hosting his own website. He's got other options. His name is John Barker. I follow him on YouTube. He's got a lot of other awesome tools for streaming, and he does a great job. He actually is the one that I started watching when I was looking at the stream decks, because he does the video demos of how to use the stream decks with Companion. So yeah, you check him out, but make sure on the free version that you can use websites as overlays, because if you can't, then that solution won't work. You'll have to go with OBS. OBS is a free software on your computer, so but just make sure, I've said this numerous times and it's very important, make sure that you have internet on the computer pushing the overlays. You will not be able to reach the overlay site if you don't have internet. So all the graphics will not come up at any time. So, anything else? I dropped a lot of information at you guys. I enjoy the graphics. I'm going to turn my ticker back on, assuming that it actually comes up. Yep, there it is. And that's got all the information you want. I'll make sure the descriptions and the links to my social platforms are in the description after the show. And then again, make sure you check out overlays.uno for a free account, and Now, I will tell you this. Overlays.uno, they are a part of the Singular.live brand. And if this stuff is really awesome and you have the budget and you want a lot more flexibility, check out Singular.live. No, sorry. Yeah, Singular.live. And they have the paid programs that do a lot of the same stuff, but they have the big budget projects, so you have a lot more flexibility, a lot more different templates and things like that. And I believe they have an option for an offline version. I'm not 100% sure. I did check them out, but I didn't go great detail on that. So with that, I hope you enjoyed yourselves, guys, because I had a great time explaining this. We'll be seeing more of these graphics pop up on the stream, because I love the flexibility. I love the fact that I can, if I want to, I can edit a graphic live on production and have no problem with it. I can adjust what I'm doing. I can use different packs. I can intermingle packs together and make a completely customized look that fits my brand. And and it makes a lot more flexibility with it. So hopefully you all enjoyed yourselves. Hopefully you had anything. If anyone has anything left to say, drop it in the comments right now. We'll stick around for just a few more minutes, and then we'll hop out of there. Connie says, "Thanks for sharing your knowledge, John." Thanks for hanging out with us, Connie, and we appreciate you hanging out with us. And don't forget, if you guys are not subscribers here at YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, hit the little notification, and then you can be notified when we go live. We try to go live every Thursday at 8 o'clock. Now, with that being said, what about next week? Obviously, next week is Thanksgiving. So, I am going to attempt a live stream next week. Now, I can't guarantee it's going to work. Last time I was at the hotel that we're staying at, it did not work. So I may go live just from my phone, just to pop on and wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. I may go live from my computer and be very basic. I may go live with a full production. I don't know yet. One, I haven't even figured out what I'm packing for the trip. My wife, my kids, we're going on vacation next week for Thanksgiving, so I don't know. I'll try my best to keep you all informed and update you all, but let me just say right now, happy Thanksgiving, if I don't get the chance of saying it beforehand, because I see you next. Hello, anyone still there? I have no idea if anyone's still here. Is anyone still online? That's the joys of productions. You just don't know what you're doing. Oh, Jeff's still here. Let me see. Is anyone still online? We've got 4 people on. Good night. I see that. Yep. You know what? That's just the production, the way it works. So I end up having to re-shut off all of the microphones. Shut off somehow the way this is all running, it's running 15,000 wires to my switcher, and one cable got bumped and audio's out. And as many of you know, without audio, you got black and not radio. Without microphone, you got black and white silent movie. And unless you can read lips, and I know my lips are not easy to read, it doesn't make for very entertaining TV. But I have fun. Did you guys have fun? I don't know about you. I had a lot of fun. We are still recording. We're still live. And that's the beauty of being live. I can turn on, turn off. I have no idea what my music is doing. I have no idea what's going on. So yes. So I've got 2 concurrent viewers, if that's even possible. But it looks like everybody bumped off, which I understand. I did say goodnight, so I'm not offended at all. But just wanted to make sure that I knew what the problem was before I stopped my stream. God bless you. Everybody have a great week. If I'm live next week, I'm making a decision right now. If I'm live next week, it'll be Friday. Thank you, Jeff. Still here. KO4TDA Hogwild Ham, you're here. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Thanks to everybody else who hung out with us tonight. I'm so glad that the video technically was over. Technically was over when I got bumped off, when the audio went out. And maybe that was an indication that I should have ended the stream. But you know me, I don't like not knowing what's around. Sticking around since I am round. I'm not sure if that's a pun or if that's just you forgot the A. So thanks for hanging out with us, Jared. I just love live streaming. Does everything work all the time? No. And that's what keeps us on our toes. That's what gets us keeps us moving, keeps us alive, and not always having everything so cut and dry and everything work perfectly. Would it be great if it could? Yes, without a doubt. But one thing that I've learned over the years, and this is, I've been going live on and off for about 2 years now, and I love it. But one thing I've learned even before then, when I was working with TV, and I still do it, we literally just had a live production today from our studio in Tulsa to Nicaragua. It wasn't me. I was the engineer, but we did a conference down to Nicaragua. Richard was in Tulsa. I was in so Richard's in Tulsa. The interpreter and the pastors were in Nicaragua and had a great time. But one thing that I've learned over the years is not everything is going to go perfectly fine. Being flexible, being able to fix issues on the fly. You know, it took me, 5 minutes? No, it wasn't even that long. I don't even know how long it was. It wasn't that long. It felt like it was an eternity, but it wasn't that long. But one thing that I've learned is you have to stick it through. You just have to keep going, and keep going. So anyway, I'm going to say goodnight for real this time, since I can actually say it on the stream. So you all have blessed. And I have actually worked out an ends button. So I can hit a button and it should end the stream. Trying to go back live after you've hit the end button is not always the best, which is why you saw me flash on a couple times. But you know, that's just part of live productions. So you all have a blessed night. Have a blessed Thanksgiving. Stay safe. If you travel, have safe travels. And we will see you, hopefully, next week on Friday for a special Thanksgiving edition of Tech Talk from our vacation, wherever that might be. Talk to you later.